Day 4, it is our first of 2 days on Kauai, and so far it is a beautiful day. We have said many times over the last few days in Hawaii that it feels like Jurassic Park, but this island is Jurassic Park. So it is just so green and lush, and the denseness of the palm trees, we're going to show you all of it because it's so cool. Come along with us.
This is the spot. We just came from Waimea Canyon, kind of the touristy part, and it was, man, finding parking was impossible. And yeah, we just kind of ditched it, and we saw a bunch of cars pulling over about a mile and a half before you get to the main spot. And so we thought, oh, let's go back there, pull over, and this is the view. It is beautiful. If you want to go a little more off the beaten track, you're gonna have to hike in just like a little bit, like, I don't know, maybe 300 meters or so. And you get some great views of Waimea Canyon from here. And you don't pay for parking, and you don't pay to look at it. So in my book, that's a win.
At the Kauai Coffee Plantation, and they have quite a few things that you can do here, from free things to paid things. So they have a free coffee tasting. If you just go through the gift shop out onto the patio, you'll see it. When we first walked into the gift shop, I was like, oh, maybe I had read some outdated information, but they do. They also have a free walking tour that you can do, or you can do a paid tour that you get on a tram and they take you around. Now, apparently that does sell out quite quickly, so you'll want to reserve that in advance if you want to. And they have a museum, if you can call it.
Yeah, let's go museum with a small M.
They have a room of mementos of the Kauai Coffee Plantation.
Yeah, but the coffee is great. We tested. I had the dark roast. I like dark roast, so it was very good, very fresh, lots of depth of flavor. Lisa had a banana
nut cream, and it definitely had notes of banana.
Yeah.
You could absolutely taste it. It was good. I don't know that I would want a full cup of it, but it was definitely unique and really fun to try.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're in Kauai, we're on highway, I think it's Highway 50.
Yeah.
And it'll just be, I think it's 50 and exit 540.
Yeah.
You're gonna be hanging left and you'll see Kauai right there. And man, it's massive, unbelievable. So we're gonna keep on going. We're actually gonna head back to the ship now, but that was our day on Kauai. Stay tuned. We're gonna come back tomorrow to do more exploring on the east side of the island. We kind of did the west, and now we're gonna go east tomorrow. So we'll take you along for that ride. So guys,
Treat them like allies.
we are 4 minutes away from trivia, where I'm going to be watching her do trivia. I will try to contribute, but I don't think I'm going to be bringing much to the table.
You never know.
But I feel pretty good about the team I'm on, so we'll see how this goes.
We'll let you know if we're winners or not. But right now we've got Don't Talk About Bruno going on. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good moment. We just finished General Disney Trivia Level 2. We made new friends and we won. So how exciting is this?
We were debating not even to come in here.
I
Walking out as winners.
Well, it's only because we made new friends.
We just met.
I love this. But all of our names start with L, so it was like meant to be.
It had to happen.
Yeah.
So what was your new factoid about yourself? Because I was not here at the beginning.
I know.
Well, trivia went well. We made some friends, and our table we took home the medallion. The one question we missed, well, comment below. You can't Google it. You can't look it up. What time is a white rabbit's clock set to? We missed that one. We said 4:15. It's not 4:15. Comment below. What do you think it is?
Hey, welcome to day 5 of our Disney cruise and our last day on the Hawaii Islands before we start our 5-day relaxation days at sea back to Vancouver. We are going to be checking out Kauai, eating at Animators Palate tonight, and we can't wait to bring you along. Well, welcome to beautiful Wailua. Look at that surf. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
This is stunning. We just pulled into Wailua Beach Park, which is literally just this like little U off the side of the freeway, which is kind of funny, but it gives us this view, which is absolutely amazing. Look at those waves coming in. They are so powerful, and the amazing thing is that this isn't even like the highest or strongest. I'm sure you could like maybe sort of surf here, get into the shore at least, but nothing like the North Shore, other places where you would surf. It makes me feel so small. All of Hawaii so far has made me feel so small in the best possible way. We are at Wailua Falls. It's literally just a drive up off of the highway. The trail has been closed, and as you can see, the power of these falls is probably the reason why. But it is stunning. There's this beautiful little overhang. Parking is limited up here, so pack your patient pants. You may have to wait a moment for a spot, but it's definitely worth hopping out of your car, popping off of that highway, and being able to see the grandeur of these waterfalls.
So we are at Kilauea Point National Reserve. This is where the lighthouse is. It's actually a nice, beautiful drive in here. It's kind of off the beaten path. Not a ton of people here right now, but well worth it. We'll show you some shots from this site here, this lookout. And it's this beautiful bay, just rollers coming in. And we saw some whales actually breaching just outside of the harbor here. So it was very cool. So just real quick, guys, if you do want to go see the lighthouse, you do have to make reservations to do that. And so we'll show you the signage so you can kind of see what that looks like. But I think it is $10 per person. Children under 15 are free. And so you do have to make those reservations in order to go see that lighthouse up close and personal. I believe 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday to Saturday. So if you're here during those times, there's a temporary thing on there. So I think that may change. It says Tuesday underneath of that. So not really sure what that's about. are we currently doing? Well, we are shopping, of course. We kind of saw this great little spot, just a strip of stores. Our daughter saw some hoodies right from the road that she had to have, so we're shopping. So I think we're currently in Kapaa. So it's a strip going through Kapaa, and man, tons of stores. You got your shave ice, you got restaurants, yeah, and you got street parking for free. So great spot.
You guys been to Kauai before?
First time. Oh, it's been awesome. This
It's a beautiful island.
I think this has been our favorite of the islands. Well, I think I'm ready to call it. Kauai is my favorite island. I love it. I love how lush it is, the greenery, the scenery, all of the different things. We went to the falls. Those falls are fantastic. I mean, we have tons of waterfalls where we're from. And so I kind of had in my head that it was just going to be a bit of a letdown. But this sheer volume of water that was going was amazing. Love the kind of volcano mountains all around this island, right in the center of it. Basically everywhere you are, you're seeing coastline, mountains, beautiful greenery. Fantastic. Kauai is my favorite. We just finished our shave ice, walking around the little shopping district in Kapaa. And it's just fun. It's just it's a chill environment. Love it. Guys, on to 5C days, leaving Kauai. Well, we are going to be doing this in the cabin because Lisa's not feeling too well. We have hit some, well, not rough seas, but enough that Lisa's stomach is not
Enough that they
loving.
closed the pool.
And they're telling us that the last 2 days of our cruise are going to be rough seas. So this is nothing compared to what is to come. So
Thankfully, they do sell Dramamine in the gift shop, and it's not crazy expensive. It's about the same as you would get at a drugstore. And we got 10% discount this time for being a Gold Castaway Club and higher. So, hey, it wasn't that bad. I've taken some pills now, and we're just hoping that they'll kick in, and then I'll keep up with it.
yeah, so we're going to help Lisa along with her not feeling good by talking about our food.
Yay.
So today we are in Animators Palate. This is our second time there. Walking in, everything was in color. It was a very different experience than the first time we were in. We're not really fully sure what the last time. We're going to be in there a third time.
Yeah.
But everything was in color. Everything was themed around different movies. So when you looked around the entire room, every single screen was different scenes from the same movie. And so that was kind of cool. You could kind of look around the room, see different things going on that spoke to one particular movie, and then they would switch and kind of rotate through during the course of the evening. Let's start with starters.
Sure. Well, first, can we just talk about that pretzel bread?
Let's
That
do that.
pretzel bread was so good.
So
So good.
So it comes with this like very fine creamed liverwurst, but it's not really liverwurst, guys. It had hints of liverwurst. Personally, I love liverwurst. I grew up on liverwurst. I love it on toast with pickle. Oh, so good. This was not that. This was very, I would almost say more of like a whipped butter with a little hint of liverwurst in it. But it was good. And the pretzel bread was amazing.
The pretzel bread was so good. And they will bring you butter if you ask. So they did.
Yeah.
And the pretzel bread with butter was really good.
We were joking that we were going to take the last two pretzel breads and just carry them out of the restaurant because we wanted to save them for later.
They're so good.
So, starter, we both had the
Argentinian empanada.
Spicy beef empanadas. And they were, in the words of our son, what did he say?
He said they're the best.
This is the best appy that he's had so far this cruise. It was very good. It was a little spicy. Like I was actually surprised that it had a little bit of heat. Because if you know spicy on a Disney cruise, it's not really spicy.
Yeah, actually, that was our waiter said that the first night. He's like, you read these things and you think spicy, but you got to remember it's Disney spice.
Yeah.
So everything's a little bit muted. I didn't find it that spicy. So, and I'm a wimp when it comes to spicy food, so I thought it was fine on the spice level. I don't think it was the best appetizer I've had, but it was very good.
Great. I thought it was great flavors. It was like a touch dry, but it comes with like a chimichurri sauce that isn't really chimichurri sauce.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a chili oil.
It was like chili oil with like diced onion in it.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. But that kind of gave the moisture that it needed, and altogether is a very good.
It was very
starter.
good.
I also got the Vietnamese, right? The Vietnamese
Yes, spring rolls.
Spring rolls. It came as a deconstructed spring roll. Now, it was supposed to come with a sauce, and my sauce didn't make the plate.
Yeah.
Which is really disappointing because you could tell because it felt very incomplete without the sauce.
Well, it was just kind of like julienne vegetables with some like rice noodles and
like
shrimp on top.
Like a rice noodle wrap and then shrimp. Yeah, so it's kind of disappointing that the sauce didn't make the plate for me. And otherwise, yeah, that would have been a great dish if it had that sauce tying it all together.
Yeah. And then we both also had the Canadian cheddar cheese soup because we're Canadian.
No, we're Canadian. We don't get why they call it Canadian cheddar cheese unless the cheese comes from Canada.
Apparently, it's a Canadian beer that is used in it.
Okay.
I don't know. Because it's at Le Cellier in Epcot in the Canada Pavilion as well. It was very good. It was really tasty.
Yeah.
It was like we were trying to decide what it was that it tasted like.
Well, now that you say that has had like the beer in it, that makes a lot of sense now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I thought it wasn't quite what I expected it to be, but it was very good. So what did you have for your entree?
I had the chicken Kiev.
Yeah.
Which was a stuffed chicken breast with like kind of like a breadcrumb fried in butter deliciousness. Like it was very good chicken dish. The roasted potatoes were very basic but good. Like they were fine. And then with some like snap peas as well.
So for my entree, I had the Indian prawn curry. It was, let me see. Prawns were great. The curry sauce is a coconut-based curry sauce. I felt it could have used a little more oomph, but again, we're on a Disney cruise and they're trying to tailor the taste, the flavors for the masses, right?
Yeah.
Not be authentic to kind of those cultural. So it's a nod to curry, but not a full dive into that whole world. What did you have for dessert?
I had the apple strudel with vanilla bean ice cream, and it was fabulous. It was everything that you want in apple strudel. It had like other fruits like raisins and apricots as well in there, which was kind of a pleasant surprise. And the vanilla, like I don't know specifically what kind of sauce it was because it wasn't on the menu, but they had this like vanilla sauce as well. It almost tasted custardy, and it with the vanilla ice cream with that sauce on the apple strudel, so good. It was so good.
And I had the tiramisu, which, by the way, friends, is not at all tiramisu. It's a take on tiramisu.
And our waiter, kind of when you and Kaylee were very emphatic that you were super excited about the tiramisu.
Yeah.
And he was, I think, kind of trying to
caution us that it's like manage your expectations a little bit. But it was fine. It was good. Like it was good, but it just wasn't. So I was a little disappointed. But all in all, great meal. And maybe, like, it was a great menu tonight.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that ever since the first night, which again were some misses. Every meal since has been really good, like 4 or 5 stars out of 5. It's been really good food. And some of the things are because like we have either stopped to take pictures or enjoyed the show, and so it made it like colder or soggier than it necessarily should be. So I've been really impressed with the food so far. And then we just got back from watching one of the Disney on Broadway specials here on the ship. So on some of the longer voyages, they'll bring a Broadway star that has ties with the Disney company to perform various songs, and it was very good.
Now unfortunately we can't tell you her name.
No,
because
it was Erin, but I can't.
Erin something.
Starts with an M.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the app now that we're done that event, the app won't let us click in and see the information for it. So we apologize for not bringing that. But Erin, something with an M. Google it because we can't, because we're in the middle of the ocean without Wi-Fi.
Phenomenal. She was super good.
Awesome. And yeah, so today we did some traveling around Kauai, and you'll see some footage of that. It was just a great time. Loved Kauai. Kauai, well done. That was a great experience, and hopefully we'll see Kauai again in the future. Well, Lisa's gonna get some sleep. It's a double-edged sword, this whole rocking thing, because she has great sleeps when it's rocking.
So good.
But when she's conscious and awake, it's a whole nother story.
Keep that in mind. If you're thinking about this sailing, they did say the winds around the Hawaiian Islands are pretty strong. And so getting out from Hawaii out into open ocean, they warned us to expect this like really rocky weather. And then again, we should have some nice sailing for the next few days. And then again, as we get closer to Vancouver, they've warned us that it's going to be pretty bad. So just keep that in mind. We already knew transatlantic has some pretty nasty waves there. And this has cemented it for us that transatlantic cruises are not in our future. We are.
Unless I go alone.
Yeah, unless you go along. Myself. And I'll just fly to Europe and meet you. But keep that in mind. If you are somebody that does get motion sick, we have done a lot of cruises. And usually we have 1 or 2 days that are like, I need to take something for it. But we'll see. Yeah. We'll let you know.
Awesome. Well, good night, guys. That condensed milk, though. That's good. I like that. Yeah, thank you.